Buy a house with no money down, no banks, no credit checks. It sounds like a scam. I thought the same thing until I closed my first Subject to deal. Since then, I've used this method to control properties, build cash flow, and scale my portfolio. I did it all without ever stepping foot inside a bank. But this is not magic. It is strategy. Today, I am pulling back the curtain. We will decode one of real estate's most powerful and most misunderstood tools, the Subject to deal. Let's get into it. Let's start with the basics. Subject to is short for subject to the existing financing. It is a creative financing method. It's where you, the buyer, take over a property's existing mortgage payments. But the loan stays in the seller's name. You get the deed. This means you own the property. But the mortgage remains right where it is, under the seller's name. So why would a seller agree to that? The answer is simple: motivation. Maybe they're facing foreclosure, or going through a divorce, or relocating for work. They need a fast solution. You come to the table with one: relief from monthly payments and a clean exit. In return, you gain control of real estate, often with little to no money out of pocket. Now, let's break down how these deals actually work. There are three common types of Subject to structures. 1. Cash to loan. This is the most straightforward. The purchase price equals the mortgage balance. You just step in and start making the payments. For example, the property is worth $200,000 and the loan balance is $200,000. You take over the payments. No down payment, no fuss. 2. Seller carryback. Here, the seller wants something extra. Maybe they want $10,000 above what is owed. You take over the mortgage. You also sign a second note, promising to pay them the rest over time. For example, the house is worth $220,000, but the mortgage is $200,000. You offer the full $220,000. $200,000 is handled subject to. The extra $20,000 is paid to the seller over 5 years. 3. Wraparound mortgage. This is where it gets layered. You agree to a new loan with the seller that wraps around their existing mortgage. You make one payment to them. They use part of it to pay their lender. Whichever method you use, the key is this: you control the asset, you make the payments, and you profit from the property. So why do seasoned investors love Subject to deals? Let me break it down. No bank approval is needed. Bad credit is no problem. The loan is already there. Low or no down payment. Some deals require zero cash up front. Speed. Deals can close in a week, sometimes less. Lower interest rates. Imagine locking in a 3% mortgage when current rates are pushing 7%. Fewer closing costs. No lender origination fees or heavy title requirements. It's a lean, efficient way to gain control of property. Now listen, before you go chasing deals, we need to talk about the risks. This is not a get-rich-quick trick. There are real landmines here. Risk 1. The due-on-sale clause. Most mortgages have a clause that says if the property is sold, the lender can call the loan due. Now, risk mitigation. While banks rarely enforce this, you must keep the loan in good standing. Use a land trust, and always consult legal professionals. Risk 2. Seller liability. The loan is still in their name. If you mess up, their credit takes the hit. Here's how to mitigate that risk. Use detailed contracts. Communicate regularly. And use a servicing company so there is a paper trail. Risk 3. Insurance challenges. If the deed changes but the mortgage does not, insurers get confused. A claim might be denied. Mitigation. Talk with an insurance agent who understands Subject to. A non-owner occupant policy usually solves this. Lastly, risk 4. Title issues. Messy paperwork or unresolved liens can come back to bite you. Mitigation. Always use a title company. Get a title search. And never skip due diligence. Disclaimer. This video is for educational purposes only. Always consult a licensed attorney and real estate professional in your state before doing a Subject to deal. Here's the truth. The Subject to strategy is not new, but most folks still don't know how to use it. They're either scared or they jump in recklessly. But if you approach it with the right mindset, with strategy over shortcuts, Subject to can unlock a whole new path to property ownership. No banks, no gatekeepers, Just knowledge, hustle, and execution. If this video opened your eyes, hit that like button. Subscribe for more untapped strategies that real investors use. And drop a comment below. What's your biggest question about doing a subject to deal? I will be diving deeper into this topic in future videos. I'm listening. This is the Untapped Property Playbook. Real strategies for real estate freedom. Until next time, stay sharp, stay strategic, and keep building.